Welcome back to the channel. In this video you will not see me driving this because we are not there yet. So there hasn't been done a lot to the car recently because we've been waiting for some parts. We finally got our clear cover for the timing belt. And no, I didn't buy or order it or got it because of the looks, because we had an issue with our cam sensor. So this plate, this is not MPRP kit, this is from MZR, that's a Polish dude that is selling those, and we had the problem that if I put the stock timing cover on, we wouldn't be able to mount this flange as it should be mounted. So now I got a clear one which is already cut out in the area where the flange goes. So that can be mounted properly, because otherwise we would risk the plate moving and that would be not good for our cam angle signal. Another thing that's a big issue and that we are working on is the downpipe of the car. It goes back down here, and right over here somewhere there's my head drain line going down to the block. So we had the issue that the wastegate pipe was hitting the head drain line, and we couldn't mount the downpipe, which is not good. So because of all these things we weren't able to continue. The car is still not ready for the dyno. We have some wiring to do, and yeah, it all takes a lot of time, a lot of nerves, and some money, of course, but we will not give up yet. And another thing I've been waiting for is this guy. This is a map sensor for the ECU, because I'm switching from Haltech to M-Tron, so we need this one. It took quite a time until this arrives. We've also got our pigtail for it. This is some wires. We're gonna put them through the firewall so it's ready to be connected to the ECU. And yes, so I guess we should continue with locating our fuel lines. So now the fuel lines are all hooked up. This looks pretty decent, that's alright, it will do the job. Fuel filter is in place and all the lines are connected. Next step is we need to figure out the position of the cam sensor. The cam sensor is this guy here. That's our cam sensor. And this guy just drops in here. And now we need to find out if we need some washers or not to mount it. So we have the correct distance to the magnet inside the cam gear. I turned the engine now so far that we can see the magnet, so we can measure the distance from the magnet to the outer side of the flange. We'll do that now, and then we'll measure the sensor, and then we'll see how far we need to gap it, either further inside or outside. So after measuring the distance, I came to the conclusion that we need to move the sensor 3.8 millimeters towards the outside. So there's this spacer normally, but that's not enough, that's about 1 millimeter. So I need to create, or I don't know, order somewhere something that's suitable. And what we did already as well was I've mounted the map sensor down there to a already existing port of the intake manifold. I hope that's alright, I'm not quite sure because I've never done it before, but that should be okay. And the wiring goes all the way through here and through the firewall to the ECU, at least where the ECU should be. And I've talked about the downpipe situation, and here you can see it better. So the whole exhaust is like far way off where it should be. So we're gonna replace that flex pipe over here and then reconstruct the whole exhaust onto the catback. Then it should fit pretty nice.